at you with another awesome weekly live stream. So as always, Kurumi is here for our live stream to hang around with us. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the new videos that we uploaded today, as well as one of the videos that we have coming out next week. Or yeah, sorry, this is coming so late, like 1 o'clock. I only just got back from my time out, and I really want to talk about some stuff because I bought some packs today and got some new comics and pulled a really cool card as well. We also put up a new video today. Well, it's not a new video. It's like an older video I live streamed, but I forgot to actually make public. So it's actually the second part of our Aliens deck building game expansion. I actually live streamed that freaking ages ago, and I actually forgot to make it public after the video aired. So I do apologize for that one, guys. Part 3, if you guys want it, I can film. Just let me know in the comments below. We might end up live streaming it. I'll just sort out the stuff from it. Later this week, hopefully, I know I'm going to be playing some AVP, so Legendary Counter. My friend has Predator, and we're going to mix the Alien and Predator sets together to make this really cool combo game. Assuming I can get a decent view of the board with my phone camera, I might try to stream some of that, one of those games for you guys, because it's actually a lot of fun. So again, you guys, if you haven't played Legendary or Legendary Counters, definitely recommend it. It is a lot of fun. So what we also have at some point this week, it is already uploaded, so I just got to make a thumbnail for it and make it public for you guys. We have a vampire archetype analysis. So I found myself being baited into buying the new vampire cards from Darksabers, and so we've done an archetype analysis on Vamps, which is pretty cool. Sucker's pretty cute, and so is Vamp. So we'll get to go over all that stuff for you guys in that video. It is quite a long archetype analysis. I think it's the longest one. So it's at about 30 minutes, because I know someone commented on one of my older ones talking about how I didn't mention every single possible combo. I know I'm not going to be able to mention every combo, but in terms of like playing pure vampires and stuff, I think I addressed most of it. So that should be up later in the week, guys. So I hope you guys will enjoy that one. From our packs today, guys, we pulled, I bought 4 packs of Darksabers, and we actually pulled Mobilize Engage. So obviously this card has a lot of hype around it. Well, at least it did. It was at one point, I think it was sitting at about 150 average in terms of its price. So which is actually quite a lot for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. You know, we see Yu-Gi-Oh goes pretty pricey occasionally, but yeah, ultimately this one took the cake, I think. I mean, Ash was sitting around 170 at one point, but this is pretty nice. So what it does, basically, if you don't know Sky Strikers, they're all based around having a bunch of different spells. And as far as I'm aware, they rely on having any monsters in the main zone. So if you have no monsters in your main zones, you add a Sky Striker card from your deck to your hand, except Engage, so it's like a Spell of Secrets. And then if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard, you draw a card. So pretty busted card, considering the archetype is very splashable. We pulled 2 other secrets. I mean, what was the 4th secret? I think was a vampire one or something. It wasn't really anything too relevant. I think it's this is the short print for one of the short print for our cards, and another striker card. So in terms of Magic, I did buy a Coat of Arms. Yeah, so sorry, Coat of Arms here. So this card's really cool as well. It's a 5-cost artifact that people are going to blow it up the second they see it hit the board. So each creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature in play that shares a creature type for it. So this card is pretty good and pretty dangerous at the same time, because if you're playing like Tribal, it's pretty cool. But if someone else jumps on the field with Tribal, it can get pretty big. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Really good for Slither decks, because it's like a pseudo Slither Legion. But if you get that and Slither Legion out, these things are just going to get pretty freaking massive. So also, guys, again, I know I keep saying it, but thank you so much for checking out Harpies. It's at 5.3k views. I'm going to be doing an updated Harpy profile soon with the new ban list for you guys as well. And I actually bought into the new Mother cassette for Weiss Schwarz and I've been testing a bunch of the new cards out, which are pretty interesting. Madoka finally got a Riki, so we'll be doing some box openings for that later in, I think it'll be in July, because I think it'll ship at the end of June. So there'll be at least 2 videos for that, probably one for the trial deck as well, and if I get another box, I might open and do another video for that. And then, of course, I'll do an updated deck profile once I know exactly what I want to play for it. And there'll be a new Nendoroid review coming up soon. Again, it'll ship with my June stuff, which will be for the Kyoko Micro Nendoroid. Maybe if I end up getting Diva as well, I'll do Diva. But for now, in terms of reviews, it's just going to be the Kyoko, which will be the second last one I need for my Maiko set. And my friend is heading off to Japan soon, so fingers crossed he can find the Madoka. So anyway, guys, that's it for the cards and updated videos. Now we're going to go on to the comics that we got this week. We have a decent amount to go through. So starting off with Nightwing 45. So I actually ended up getting the variant cover for this one, mostly because it's a John Romita. Is that how you say his name? I'm probably butchering his name. I think pretty sure he did a bunch of variant covers this month, and this one looks really, really nice. So I'll probably end up getting the Batgirl one as well. I mean, I stopped buying the variants because they became very pricey. They were cover price, but still very much of an issue when you're buying quite a few books per month. So yeah, Nightwing 45. I think they're either relaunching Nightwing or bringing in some new writers, because they've had a few writer changes. I think since Seeley left the book, I feel it lost a lot of the interest I had with it. I mean, Nightwing's still my favorite comic character, but I mean, after Higgins did a great job. I love Higgins' run on the book as well as Dixon's run, obviously. But it's still nice that Nightwing's still getting a monthly book. But yeah, hopefully it picks up again soon, because I mean, maybe these ones are good. I just haven't had real time with uni to sit down and read basically everything. So we have the next epic part of Raven, Daughter of Darkness, issue 5. I'm loving this miniseries, man. Or is this still a miniseries? I say this every time I talk about this book. Is this a miniseries or is it the maxi series? I don't know. But it's nice to see Marv Wolfman writing Raven again. Getting to write her, because he did basically create her. Having a lot of fun reading this book. So definitely recommend it if you're a Raven fan, because it's really, really cool. Next up is the first 2 tie-ins to the Batman Catwoman wedding, which is the prelude to the wedding. So we have part 1, Robin vs. Ra's, part 2, Nightwing vs. Hush. Now, initially I was just going to get the Nightwing and the Batgirl ones, and I saw that the Red Hood one was against Anarchy, which I think is pretty cool. We haven't seen much of Anarchy for a very long time. Anarchy was one of the minor side quest villains for Arkham Origins, and he's a very minor villain, doesn't really do too much. So I thought there was only 3. I thought there was only 4 or something. I'm like, just add them all. Apparently there's 6. So yeah, we'll be getting those over the next few weeks as well, because I do believe they are ending up to be weekly books. Moving on to Marvel, we have so I'm really lazy when it comes to comics these days and don't keep up too much with events and stuff. I only realized that Carnage, after I knew it was happening, but after basically Carnage or Cletus showed up in Venomized and he wasn't wearing the red suit, I'm like, where the hell is it? And I realized, oh, it's on Norman Osborn now for some reason. So I had to go through and get second printings of these of the Red Goblin arc. It is Dan Slott's final, I think it's his last song on Spider-Man ASM, because he's going to write other books. I mean, he's been writing the book for I don't know, 10 years or something. That's a really long time to be writing one book. Obviously, so this is 794, 795, 799. I didn't pick up 797 and 98. I think they're in my order as long as 800. I don't think I was able to get a copy of 796 at this point. I did get these because obviously they're Carnage stuff. And you can see here, Carnage, I don't believe. But at least with these second print covers, they do have different artwork on them, which is really nice, which is something you don't always get to see. They normally just recolor some part of the cover, so at least they've gone to the effort of recoloring these. So I actually can't wait to sit down and read this, because I believe these are Carnage keys. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. The new issue of Scarlet Spider, again, seeing Mysterio, I've mentioned this in the last stream, seems pretty cool. Obviously, Mysterio, I think, is heavily rumored to be the main villain of the new Spider-Man movie. So Homecoming 2 or whatever it's called. I think it's called, like, I think they're gonna call it Field Trip or something, which is pretty cool. So not be nice to see Mysterio. I think they were talking about not doing the fishbowl, but I mean, how can you not do Mysterio without having fishbowl and without Peter calling Mysterio fishbowl? So it's really cool to see the the special effects villain, the mystery villain being used as well, which I'm going to be very excited to see Mysterio on big screen. We got a new Spider-Gwen. I mean, yeah, I'm still getting Spider-Gwen because this is actually a really cool cover as well. So kind of like a Daily Bugle stuff. And then I still love this, that Matt Murdock is like evil in this universe. And of course, Gwen still has the Venom symbiote. And as long as she still has the Venom symbiote, I'll keep buying this book. And then basically when she drops it, I will stop. I'll stop buying it again. We got the new issue of Sonic. Sadly, it looks like at this stage I will not have a copy of issue 2 in my IDW Sonic collection. Nowhere in Australia was able to get it, and it was actually, I think my local store told me that the distributor didn't actually send it to them. I think it's been long enough that I can actually probably say that without getting into trouble. So that's really upsetting. There is no store in Melbourne or at least that I go to, at least in the city of Melbourne or around my areas, that actually has a copy of Sonic number 2. I'm very upset because it's gonna be the only one I'm missing, and it's about Amy, and Amy's probably one of my top 3 Sonic characters. So that is a bit of a shame, but then of course we get to see the Silhouette Eggman here, so I'm really, really excited to read this. And it's nice to see that the original creative team, was that SBO? Wow, that's actually really cool. Are actually here to continue the book. So some of the Archie writers, so it was like, yeah, Ian Flynn and Tracy Edley are still doing the story and the art, which is really cool. So very excited. Still has, and it, like, now that even though IDW is publishing it, it still has the, oh my god, very cool. It still has that, the art, because Tracy's still drawing it. It still has that really cool feel. Like you still feel like it's part of the Archie, the comics you were reading when Archie was publishing them. Still has that nice same kiddie, like, cartoony style, which is really cool, which is one of the main reasons why I love the Sonic comics. But they also were still quite serious and quite dark in parts as well, which is one of the things that I loved about. And then we have a new Halo book called Collateral Damage, a Master Chief story. So this is the first Halo book to come out since Rise of Atrax, which finished a couple of months ago, actually. And what's really cool about this one, looks like we've got the rest of Blue Team here. So I think that's Linda. I could be wrong. I know that's Fred, and I know that's Kelly. I'm a bit out of I'm not really up to date with my Halo lore because I stopped reading the novels, just because they became like too much of a chore to keep reading. But the comics are cool, and it'd be nice to actually read some Halo lore before Halo 6 comes out. So I think E3 is on at the moment. So I'm not sure if they've actually announced Halo 6 yet. Be nice to, I assume, I'm not sure when Microsoft's conference is, but I'm sure they'll give us some new Halo announcement this year. So hopefully it's Halo 6, but, we never actually know. So, but yeah, anyway, guys, that is it for this stream. We've been over all the comics that we got. We talked about some upcoming videos. And yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments below on this video, some of my other deck profiles. Love talking to you guys about this stuff. And before I go, just want to quickly do a mention of a new anime movie I saw today, which was, I think it's something Flower Blooming. Interesting movie. Actually not. I've seen quite a few of these recent anime movies over the past couple of years. I think I skipped like Silent Voice or something. I didn't actually get a chance to see that. This one actually isn't bad. I really enjoyed it. Bit of a tearjerker as well, so be prepared for feels when you go into it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be playing for, and I think it might be a limited release because like a Madman distribution. I definitely recommend it, guys, if you want a nice, chill slice of life anime-ish movie with a bit of like lore and magic, not necessarily magic, but a bit of like, legend themes to it as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you for my next video.